It was a sunny morning in Fishergate, and amongst the hustle and bustles of cars dropping their children off, I spoke to some local York mums who opted to take their kids on the school run via a bike. These parents were concerned about the dangers of cycling in York. Kate, from Cycle Awareness Campaign, spoke of the ages and demographics where more help was needed.
We see that it's men or people who are commuting, but the people you don't see as much of are women and children and perhaps elderly people, and so it's the people who feel less confident who are not getting out and about. And there was a recent survey done by the Civic Trust on transport in York, and they've shown that most people would like to cycle but feel unsafe doing it. So it's often the more vulnerable people, children and elderly people and women, who aren't doing it but would like to.
Local mum Victoria spoke about her and her son cycle to school and the difficulties they face.
So it's 2 kilometres, so it's quite fast. But I feel safe in certain areas where there are the cycle lane, especially there's one area where there's the cycle lane, a bus lane, and then the traffic, and that's the safest place. Otherwise, as soon as the cycle lane stops, then it becomes quite stressful because the cars assume you're going to stay on the left, but a lot of the time the road is not in good condition, completely near the pavement. And so just here in Fishergate, I have to go completely in the middle of the road, and cars don't really, I just feel they don't understand the reason why I'm going in the middle of the road, and because it's just not safe to go in lots of potholes.
Victoria had her say on the safety aspect of cycling in the city and how it can be improved.
For me, it's awareness. I think if York would like to be a cycling city, it needs to, there's nothing saying, look out for cyclists, make room for cyclists, be respectful of cyclists. We have children.
Another local mum believes more safe routes would be beneficial to cyclists.
Well, I think, it is just about making safe routes for bikes, specifically for bikes, where cars and bikes are separate, or there is, demarcation between, or physical barriers between traffic and people on bikes.
Hester had a final say on the enjoyment and health benefits of cycling to school.
Yeah, it's a very nice way to start the day, as long as you're not having to. It would be nicer if you weren't so worried about the hazards of traffic. But yes, it's obviously it's good for the environment to use the car less, and it's a pleasant pursuit. It's nice. It's a good way for the children to feel independent. As a child, that was how I got from A to B on my own. Me and my friends were cycling on our bikes all the time. Now my kids don't cycle alone. Even my son, who's 11, doesn't cycle alone.
City of York Council made this statement regarding cycle safety in the city. Safety on the roads is a key concern for most cyclists, particularly for parents of younger children. York has always been a pretty safe place to cycle, and you may be reassured to know that York is now officially the safest place in the UK to cycle. With its flat layout, York is seemingly a suitable place to cycle. However, these mums and the York Cycle Campaign believe much more needs to be done to make it a safer option to cycle to school. James Larson, Next TV.